What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a very special episode of Ginger News. So today I'm going to be opening up another one of these Pokemon eBay mystery booster packs, and this one was a bundle, so it was £5 and you got yourself 2 booster packs. So I'm wondering what we got. Hopefully we got something decent. You could get sampling packs, you could get Halloween themed packs, generation packs, some older packs as well, some newer ones like Scarlet and Violet. So let's see what we got for today. Okay, they've ripped Pokemon packs on it. What did we get? Alright, I'll give them that. It's packaged pretty well. Vivid Voltage. So 2 Vivid Voltage. And if you enjoy watching these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already, and all that good stuff. 2 booster packs. So let's read the back. Discover new brilliance and maximum power in the Pokemon trading card game Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage expansion as more Pokemon V appear, including a newly discovered mythical Pokemon Zarude. Unique new amazing Pokemon burst onto the scene with a rapid rainbow splash, alongside more Pokemon V Max, including the Splendor, the Majesty, the delightful round wonder that is Gigantamax Pikachu. Put a little colour and a lot of spark into your deck or your collection with the Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage expansion. The Pokemon trading card game Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage expansion contains over 185 cards, and each Pokemon TCG booster pack contains 10 cards and 1 basic energy. Each player must have 60 cards in order to create a deck to play the Pokemon trading card game. And if you like Pokemon, go to www.pokemon.com to check out all the latest and greatest products. So without further ado, let's open this one up for today and see what it is that we got. Green and white code card, that's normally a good indication. So let's start this off. Our very first card for today is a Seedot, which has 60 health points, being a leaf type Pokemon, with a dex entry of 279, being a Acorn Pokemon, having a move of Ram, being 10 out of 185. If it remains still, it looks just like a real nut. Its delight is surprisingly foraging Pokemon. Fanfi up next, having 70 health points, being a fighting type Pokemon with a dex entry of 231, being a Pokemon from Generation 2, being a long nosed Pokemon with a move of Stampede and Strike Back, 86 out of 185. It is strong despite its compact size. It can easily pick up and carry an adult human on its back. Sherpet up next, being a psychic type Pokemon with 60 health points and a move of Haunt, 67 out of 185. There's a proverb that says, "Shun the house where Sherpet gathers in the growing dusk," being a puppet Pokemon with a dex entry of 353. Poochyena up next, being a darkness type Pokemon with a dex entry of 261, having 70 health points, being a bite Pokemon with a move of Rear Kick and Bite, 103 out of 185. It has a very tenacious nature. Its acute sense of smell lets it chase a chosen prey without ever losing its track. Voltorb up next, a Generation 1 Pokemon, being an electric type, having 60 health points, being a ball Pokemon, dex entry of 100, having a move of Electro Ball, 45 out of 185, usually found in power plants, easily mistaken for a Pokeball. It has zapped many people. I can believe that, especially with its temper. And we got another Generation 1 Pokemon today, which is a Charmander, which is one of our pulls from this pack, having 70 health points. Of course, being a Fire-type Pokemon. It is a Lizard Pokemon, and it is from Generation 1, so it is a dex entry of 4. It has a move of Flare and another move of Collect. It is 23 out of 185 from this set. It has a preference for hot things. When it rains, steam is said to sprout from the tips of its tail. Nice, look at this pull. Got ourselves a nice little Shaman, 70 health points, leaf type Pokemon, which is a legendary. Having a dex entry of 492, being a gratitude Pokemon with a move of flower bearing, and leech seed. 15 out of 185. The bloom of Gracida's flowers confers the power of flight upon it. Feeling of gratitude are the message it delivers. Very beautiful card to add into our collection, and our second pull from this pack. Next up we have a fire type energy, which is followed up by a trainer supporter Opal. Flip 2 coins, search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of heads. Put them into your hand and then shuffle your deck. You may only play one supporter card during your turn. 158 out of 185. Matang, having 100 health points, being a steel type Pokemon with a dex entry of 375, being a Iron Claw Pokemon. Having a move of Metal Claw and Magnetic Blast. 147 out of 185. It flies at high speeds around the skies. When it finds its prey, Matang takes a firm grip with its sharp claws and never lets go. That's kind of daunting. And my last Pokemon for today, which reminds me of Cat Dog. If you get the reference, then you'll know. Girafarig, 90 health points, Psychic type Pokemon. Having a dex entry of 203, being a Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 2, being a long neck Pokemon with a move of Commanding Tail and Psi Power. 65 out of 185. Its tail has a small brain of its own. Beware. If you get close, it may react to your scent by biting. So, that was our first pack for today. We're going to move on to the second pack. And you guys let me know, do you think that this was worth it for the price I paid? Okay, second pack up today. Hopefully we still got some good pack luck. Starting this off, we have a Joltix having 40 health points, being an electric type Pokemon with a dex entry of 595, being a attaching Pokemon with a move of Bug Bite. 55 out of 185. Joltix can be found clinging to other Pokemon. It's soaking up static electricity because it can't produce a charge on its own. Weedle up next, being a Generation 1 Leaf type Pokemon with 40 health points, being a hairy bug Pokemon with a dex entry of 13 and a move of Bug Hunch. 1 out of 185, so it's the first card from this set. Its Poison Stinger is very powerful. Its bright coloured body is intended to warn off its enemies. Followed up by a normal type Tallow, having 60 health points, being a tiny swallow Pokemon, having a dex entry of 276, with a move of Double Peck. 133 out of 185. It dislikes cold seasons. They migrate to other lands in search of warmth, flying over 180 miles a day. Sandile up next, being a darkness type Pokemon, having 70 health points with a move of Dredge Up. 551 is its dex entry, being a desert croc Pokemon with 107 out of 185. Sandile still not good at hunting, so it mostly eats things that have collapsed into the desert. It's called the Cleaner of the Desert. Oshawott up next, having 70 health points, being a water type Pokemon, and it's a starter from which generation? Let me know in the comment section down below. 501 is its dex entry. It is a Sea Otter Pokemon with the move of Seashell Attack and Water Gun. 33 out of 185. It fights using the scallops on its stomach. In response to an attack, it retaliates immediately by slashing. Oh, wow! This is a very beautiful card. Look at this, guys. We've pulled ourselves a very nice looking Zancian. 110 health points, Psychic type Pokemon with a dex entry of 888, being a warrior Pokemon. Having a move of Metal Armament, an amazing sword, and of course it is a legendary from Sword and Shield. 82 out of 185. Now armed with a weapon it used in an ancient time, this Pokemon needs only a single strike to fell even Gigantamax Pokemon. Very nice. Oh, look at this as well. And Orbeetle VMAX, 310 health points, Leaf type Pokemon, having an ability of Airy Beam. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in its active spot, you may put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. G-Max Wave, 21 out of 185. Wow, this is a very good purchase. Leaf type energy, followed up by Macargo, being a fire type Pokemon with 130 health points, Dex entry of 219, introduced in Generation 2. It is a lava Pokemon, having a move of Heat Blast and Bright Flame, 28 out of 185. Its body is as hot as lava and is always billowing flames, which occasionally burst out of its shell. Then we have League, Staff, Trainer, Supporter, draw 2 cards. If Wyndham Stadium is in play, draw 2 more cards. 153 out of 185. You may play only 1 supporter card during your turn. Krokorok, Darkness type Pokemon with 90 health points, having a move of Bite and Dredge up, with a Dex entry of 552, being a Desert Croc Pokemon. 108 out of 185. It buries some of its prey in the sand to use the emergency meals when its hunts are unsuccessful, and a green and white poke card. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below. As I said, I paid £5 and I've ended up with some very beautiful cards today. So let's just recap. Girafarig, Metang, Trainer Supporter Opal, a fire type energy. Also don't forget this leaf type energy, a Voltorb, a Poochyena, a Sherpet, a Fanfi, a Seedot, Krokorok, a Trainer Supporter League Staff, a Macargo, a Oshawott, a Sandile, a Tallow, a Weedle, a Joltix. Now let's move on to the pulls. So let's go from worst to some better cards. So starting off, we have Charmander, Generation 1 bad boy, Shaman, legendary, Zancian, very beautiful card, also a legendary, fan favorite for some people, and Orbeetle VMAX. You let me know in the comment section down below if you think this purchase was worth it. I've been GMG News, you guys have been my lovely audience. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already. I'll be back with another episode real soon, opening up some more Pokemon booster packs from some mystery eBay parcels. And I will see you all in another episode real soon.